Hi there guys, welcome to How to Make Money with Solo Ads Commonly Asked Questions Part 12. Now in today's training is very important because we are going to discuss one of the very common questions that a lot of people are dealing with whenever they start to purchase Solo Ads traffic, which is the budget. Let's refer to this question that I found on the Quora platform. With a $100 budget, which advertisement would convert best? Facebook, Google, or Solo Ads? Alright guys, I believe this question was asked because this person apparently had watched some other videos on different platforms talking about $5 advertisements, $10 advertisements, that kind of thing, when you try to run paid advertising on places like Facebook and Google. Before I divulge the answers, let's take a look at this screen over here, whereby I'm going to explain to you guys how exactly the entire Solo Ads process works and how exactly the entire paid ads process works. Alright, the very first thing that you see on the left is when you start to purchase Solo Ads clicks. Let's not talk about the quantity at this point in time or the budget in place. How does the whole process really work? Whenever you purchase Solo Ads clicks from different Solo Ads vendors, straight away you will direct all these clicks to this thing called a squeeze page. Now for those of you guys who have watched my training for the first time, welcome into my channel. So you can always refer to all the different parts of my training via my YouTube channel, whereby I explain to you guys exactly what is the main functionality of a squeeze page, what is a squeeze page, the difference between a squeeze page and a landing page, how to use a very cheap funnel building software to create something that is relatively converting for Solo Ads traffic. Subsequently, that is where we start to build this thing called the raw list, alright, or the raw email list. Now, you will not be able to find this term anywhere else on the internet because this is a term that I came out with on my own. I call this the raw email list. With this raw email list, that's where we promote low ticket offers to form up our buyers list C. And within our buyers list C, that's where we start to promote mid ticket offers to form up our buyers list B. And with our buyers list B, that is where we promote high ticket offers to form up our buyers list A. Alright, guys, follow me accordingly, yeah? If you follow these two directions, from the Solo Ads clicks all the way to the raw list, this is literally just a numbers game, which means the more budget you have, the more you're able to play with these numbers, right? It's just a probability game, nothing more than that. However, when it comes to the C, B, and A, that is where we are talking about this thing called a quality and strategic game. You need to know how exactly to promote mid-ticket offers, how exactly to promote high-ticket offers, what kind of mid-ticket offers to promote, what kind of high-ticket offers to promote, how to communicate with your subscribers. Are you supposed to send them value emails? Are you supposed to send them promotional emails? And how exactly are you going to provide them the kind of value email, so to speak? Are you going to come up with your own YouTube channel, your own YouTube videos, or you can actually abstract, or I would say borrow from other gurus, so-called gurus or experts videos? And I know that some email marketers out there are actually using my videos to send out emails to their subscribers. Alright, I really do not mind this. In fact, you're helping me to do the marketing, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much. And at the same time, I believe it's a win-win situation for myself and also for your email list subscribers. Now, this is how the whole Solo Ads process works. Let's take a look into the paid ads process. How does it work differently? When it comes to paid ads traffic, like for example, Google and Facebook, that is where you're going to channel them to this thing called landing page. Now again, please refer to my previous trainings on what is the difference between a squeeze page and a landing page. So subsequently, that's where you direct them into this thing called a webinar or a video sales letter. Alright, so that is where you get opt-ins. That means people who are interested to watch the webinar. Alright, then from there, you get buyers. Clear cut. Now, the thing with paid traffic is, please stop believing that $5 or $10 per campaign can work. It does not work that way, period. Alright, I challenge any marketers who come and tell me that $5 campaign work. That to me is total rubbish. So, from the left all the way to the right, this is an optimization and scaling game. When I mean optimization, let's look at the first component, paid ads traffic. You have to know what sort of paid ads traffic will work well for the kind of offer that you are trying to promote. Are you going to throw advertisements cost, or rather I would say invest advertisement cost on places like TikTok, or on Facebook, or on Google? Is it going to be a shopping ad, Google search ad, YouTube ads, or whatsoever? You have to test, right? From the testing, then you can optimize it. Landing page, you have to look at the designs, the colors, the copywritings, where to insert the buttons. These are all via testing. Webinar, video sales letter, same thing. You have to come up with different different angles in terms of promoting the kind of offer that you're trying to show to them. So if somebody were to attend your webinar, and every time they attend webinar, they're always seeing the same pre-recorded webinars, and even if it's a live webinar and you're always talking the same thing over and over again, do you think you will get different results? No way. So that's why when it comes to video sales letters or even webinars, top marketers tend to use different marketing angles to point to different kind of audience, eventually to increase their conversions. Opt-ins. So again, when it comes to opt-ins, what kind of designs for your opt-in page will look well, right? Will be able to convert better. Buyers, of course, nothing much to optimize there. But from the buyers, a lot of platforms will allow you to create this thing called a lookalike audience, right? And from there, you can start to optimize and scale your campaigns. Now that you guys have a very clear understanding of Solo Ads process, Paid Ads process, why not I throw this question back to you guys? Do you think a budget of $100 can work for either process? Let's not even talk about whether this budget of $100 can convert better. Which process can convert better? Okay, let's even talk about whether this budget is even sufficient in the first place to use these two processes. Now guys, this is a very heartfelt, I would say a very heartfelt advice for especially you guys who are my subscribers, my loyal subscribers who have been watching my videos. I understand that everybody dreams of working from home. Everybody dreams of just sending emails, press a button, work 1 to 2 hours every day, enjoying a 5-6 digit figure income every single month, spending a lot of free time, quality time, travel all over. This is the lifestyle that I would say everybody would love. Everybody would love to have. All right. However, please understand, this is an offline business. An offline business is really not that much different compared to an online business. The only thing is you require different skill sets, different knowledge when it comes to doing an online business. Having said so, does it mean that because you're moving into online business, you can reduce the kind of capital requirement that drastically? Of course, because I have done a lot of different offline businesses myself. When it comes to comparing in terms of the capital requirement for offline businesses versus online businesses generally requires much lesser capital commitment when it comes to an offline business. A typical restaurant, if you open it, you'll be talking about easily, all right, the renovations, the rental. Let's say you don't purchase the premise now, that is easily going to cost millions of dollars depending on your location as well. But if you're talking about, let's say, just the rental, initial deposit, advanced rental, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 6, depends on how you negotiate with the landlord. Rental for the restaurant, depending on location again, but of course you can't have a restaurant that is too small with just 2 tables down there, that kind of thing, right? So easily we're talking about, let's say, $10,000 or even $7,000. So 1 plus 3 is already $20,000 over $1,000, which is 4 months. That is not even including your renovation. That's not even including your inventories. The money you need to set aside for your employee salary for the next few months while you're still trying to recover the cost of your investments. All right, the electricity bill, everything. There are a lot of expenses involved when it comes to offline businesses. Now, when it comes to online business, of course, you don't need that much of a huge capital involved. But it does not work so drastically until, Ben, can I start this business with $500? Guys, don't bother. Save that $500. Bring your family out for a good quality dinner, for a fantastic dinner. Buy some nice toys for your kids. You know, Valentine's Day is coming next month. Buy some nice gifts for your wife or your husband. Save that $500. It's not going to work out that way. Now, I would say, when it comes to an offline businesses, if let's say this is something that requires $100,000, all right, an online business to reach the same kind of revenue than an offline business, when I was saying generally, I'm not saying that everything works like that, you need at least 20 to 30% of what an offline business requires. At least. All right, now, when it comes to paid advertising, huge social media agencies are even spending millions of dollars every month on all these paid ads platform. Millions of dollars, my dear, every month. Right? The way their capital investments is much heavier than the typical offline business that we're talking about. But of course, in terms of the revenue that they could generate for their clients, it's in terms of tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. Those are very large scale that we're not going to talk about here. When it comes to solo ads, $100, how many clicks do you think you can purchase? I think the best I can think of in the marketplace, the worst and the cheapest kind of traffic, 300 clicks, 400 clicks maybe. You compromise the quality of your traffic and you think you can get sales? That's my question for you guys. And when it comes to paid ads, $100 is not even enough for you to test so many different components. And you think that you can just blindly follow some YouTuber saying that, oh, you set up it this way, that way, this way, that way, and then you will sure see some results at the end of the day. I know that this video, somehow or other, would tend to offend certain creators out there based on whatever they're trying to say. But like I say, challenge me. It will not work. It does not work this way. In fact, if you're smart enough, use your logical brain and think. If $100 can help you to earn $1,000, who still want to work as an employee, my dear friends? Who still want to work for someone else? Getting the rush hour, clocking into office, withstanding all the scolding from your bosses, all the office politics. Who still want to do that? Everybody will be staying at home and just investing $100 to make $1,000 from there. This is even better than lottery, even better than whatever things you can think of. So please, guys, be realistic when you want to start an online business. If you do not have the budget yet, don't do an online business. Go and work somewhere or take up some form of part-time jobs and save the money. All right, before you embark into online business, that will definitely increase the chance of you making it in this business. All right, guys. So I'll see you in the next recording, and thank you so much for following all my videos. Now again, you can always refer to all the respective links in the description box below this video for all the softwares that I use personally. All right, at the same time, I have also my different mentorship programs available. You can refer to the links in the description box below this video, and I'll see you then. Take care.